I want my business down the road to be kind of like a family oriented, where like, yo, like, we're not family or blood related, but like, I see you like a family, like, yo, let's have
But you a
lunch.
cousin, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's it's like Fast and Furious, right?
Yeah.
Where,
I don't have friends, I have family.
Yeah. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another week of Talking Trubbish. I'm your host, Jacob. I'm here with my homie, Matthew. What's going on, bro?
What is going on, dude? Good to see you again, man.
Bro, every time. I know sometimes we catch up, sometimes we don't. And honestly, it almost feels like it's like literally yesterday we recorded and we're here again.
This week flew by for me.
Bro, I'm not even going to lie to you. I feel like every week is flying by. Well, especially with work being so busy. And I'm like, bro, we're already in April in 2026. Like, basically, it's essentially in April.
Fuck, I know.
And I'm like, bro, it's almost summer.
I know. I'm like, where is the time going? This is literally insane, dude. I haven't taken any PTO yet.
Me neither.
None.
Well, I'm taking my first PTO to go to Orlando for the regional tournament. I'm actually going to go to the Easter weekend that you weren't able to go.
I mean, I care about my family, dog. Like,
yo, I got permission. I'm like, we're not doing anything, right? They're like, nah. Like, I'm like, all right, bet I'm out.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I wish that I could like get away with that, but I don't think I'll be that lucky at all.
It's because you have was it nephews and nieces, right? Where like
yeah, I want to see them because that's like the cute shit. You know?
It's because I don't know how you guys do this, but when I was little, I used to love the egg hunting.
Yeah.
And then I look forward to that. Is that what you guys do too?
Yeah.
That makes sense, bro. It's like very memorable for me. Like I was like, I love this. Sometimes there was money in some, sometimes there's chocolate. You're like, yo, what am I gonna get?
I know, what is it gonna be?
I think that's where my addiction of mystery shit came up to be, like mystery boxes and shit.
Yeah. Yo, we were primed from just childhood, man. You know, parents didn't realize that they were the original loot boxes.
They were, yeah, dude, that's crazy. And no wonder I'm like, yo, what am I gonna get? Am I gonna get a God pack in this Pokemon pack or not?
I know. Do you got all the candy and the money in the Easter egg? Or you just got the shitty little chalk candy?
Yeah, like, dude. Sometimes it was like shit candy, I'd be annoyed. But sometimes you got some money, like $1, bro. I was excited. And $1
dude,
now.
If you got $1, you are cooking, my guy. Like, you're like, I'm rich.
You come out with your little wallet with $5. You're like, I'm rich, bitch.
Dude, $5 you could get so much back in the day, dude. Like,
dude. I remember
packs were like $3. They were like $2.99.
$2.99. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
The good old days.
I know.
Which actually reminds me of, because I'm at the good old days. Whenever you were younger, in your neighborhood, did you always spend time outside playing a lot?
All the time. Like I lived out. If I wasn't at home reading or like handwriting, I would be outside playing with like my neighborhood friends.
Was I know before we didn't have phones like that, right?
Yeah.
Was your way of knowing to go back home when the lights turned on in the street lights? Like when it's getting darker? Or how did you like know? I know that's like one thing that people talk about.
Dude, I will be honest, I was kind of just like blessed in the neighborhood that I was at, where it's like it was very safe. I have no honest memory of like a set time. I didn't wear a watch.
Yeah, me neither.
So it wasn't like I could be like 7 o'clock, time to go home.
Right.
It was too many houses for like mom to shout, you know,
right,
come home, you know, like lunch and shit. So I think it was just like I'd let parents know, hey, I'm gonna go play with so and so.
Yeah.
You know. And then I would go play with so-and-so. And then when I want to eat, I would come home and eat. Or, you know, like if I'm chilling at like their house or they're chilling at mine, it'd be like, hey, you want to eat at my house, you know, or like I'm eating at their house. So it's like, I don't know. We had our own like life, like autonomy and everything, like as a kid that I don't, I wish that like my kid could have, you know. Are you similar?
Yes, I'm very similar, and I feel like across the board, I feel like a lot of people in a lot of, well, so to speak, millennials our age, like, went through the same very similar experience. Maybe small little details that change, but because I didn't have a watch. I thought having a watch was fucking lame when I was a little kid. As I grew older, I'm like, yo, I gotta have a watch all the time, right?
It's a style piece now,
Yeah, it's a
right?
style piece.
Yeah.
Versus before you were
I,
lame.
Side tangent. I I hated a watch as a kid. I
Yeah,
physically cannot not wear a watch now. It makes me very uncomfortable, and I don't know if that's like an addiction to technology because I'm using like a smartwatch, or
yeah.
if it's like a comfortability, like I like the weight on my wrist.
It almost feels like it's like a part of you when you gotta like walk out the door. It almost feels like something is missing when it's not there,
Yeah.
and then it's
Yeah.
like that's something to talk about. It's like a little interesting to But in terms of like what I was talking about, the street light, whenever like I knew I needed to go home, it started when it started to get dark, and I'm like that was my alarm or my like, hey, go back home. And then when I saw the street light turn on, obviously the street light doesn't turn on until it gets dark.
Yeah.
And then once that shit turned on, I'm like, all right, I gotta go. Right? Like that was
Yep.
my way of knowing. Reason why I kind of go into the whole tangent of like being like like playing in the streets and stuff like that, because you don't see that nowadays, right? And
No, you don't.
the other day, a couple weeks ago, I text you, right? I text you where like, yo, I saw some kids playing outside and I was shocked.
I had the biggest smile on my face when you texted me that. Like, I don't know why that just elicits that type of reaction. It's just like one of those, like, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things are sacred still.
And it's funny because I think we talked about this before too, but I feel like things are kind of going in a cycle right now where there was a time frame where there was absolutely no chance of like, I'd rather stay inside. There was like an era of, I don't know, maybe 10 years where playing outside wasn't a thing. It was staying inside, playing Fortnite, playing Call of Duty, playing
Yeah,
Pokemon.
the video games were popping, you know?
So you wouldn't see this activities outside. And now I'm slowly seeing more kids, even though if they're electric or not, on bikes, like in a group. How I used to go on bikes to like a park with my group of friends.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see that more of it. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if this is like a thing where like maybe we're coming to an ending. That's cool again to be playing outside.
Can I kind of give like my big picture overview of why I think that's happening from like a multi-generational standpoint?
Yeah.
I think about this often, and I think about this from the lens of a content creator.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. I feel like I know what you're going.
When I look at content, I unconsciously can pick up on trends and stuff. One of the things that I am noticing more and more is less polish is becoming more appealing to people. What I mean by that is there's so much AI happening right now that everything seems a little too clean, too polished, too professional. And I think people are gravitating away from that unconsciously because it doesn't sound natural. And we've hit this point where the amount of things in our life that are impersonal, social media, the amount of time you're on your phones and stuff, playing video games, because those acts are typically not like social in the way that we were as kids, where it's you're like physical or playing.
Yeah.
I think that people are shifting to wanting, at least in the stuff that they're consuming, more authenticity and genuine connection. So people are making content more natural and relaxed now than they were. Sorry if that's like a weird aside, but that's how I kind of wrap my head around it. From like, the kids get to play outside. adults are trying to get that feeling back in the content they're consuming because they're not going to go play outside.
Right. I feel like it's more authentic. It's more real. Like what the is what I feel like is. I've noticed too. Actually, that you were mentioning that. Like, I'm like, dude, I have noticed that it's more authentic of what is being put out in videos. More real, more genuine, like you were saying. And I
Have you
think
noticed that there's a lot of people doing talk to camera, uncut, outside, walking around just holding it? It's not cut to like take out dead air and shit. It's just like a long train of thought, just like old school, like vlog YouTube style, you know? Like,
the vlogs for YouTube is crazy. But
yeah.
yeah, I have definitely noticed a huge trend of that. As the past few weeks. So it's kind of crazy to say to speak, but like, yeah, I started to notice more of that, and I'm like, dude, I do definitely think that there's that cycle that down the road, we're gonna see like, okay, kids are gonna be like they want to be different, and of like this, like, let me not be on Fortnite. Let me do even like kids nowadays are seeing like, yo, let me do content like playing in the streets, like even that, like it's just like something like that's real, more authentic, and even that gets views. Maybe it's based all on like making just for content. I don't know, but it
Yeah.
just felt
I would
nice.
hope that if there's like some, like, I would hope that they actually enjoy what they're doing.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I think like that's a secondary part. It's like I'm really attuned to fakery. So like I can tell very easily if like a content creator is like faking or not.
Right.
Like I have very strong opinions on MrBeast. I think he's done like a lot of like really good things, but he's a complete mask.
I
Like
think so.
complete
Because
mask.
recently, on a post, they were saying how he donated $225 million, I think, in the last year in 2025, meaning like with prizes and stuff that he does. But not to call him out, but how much did he make, right, back in those 225 that he like gave out, right?
Yeah, like he says that he doesn't take like but he puts like everything in his company, which like I believe and stuff. I'm not talking about like hypocrisy or like
Yeah, yeah.
any sort of like conspiracy theories around it. I'm just talking like from a personality standpoint, who he is in front of the camera, he is not that person in real life. Like, and I'll be very upfront, like I am not like this in real life either, naturally. This is my social side, and you only see this side when I'm very comfortable with you. Like, you and me, bro, like, we can go at it and we talk on the real, which is why you get to see, like, the comfortable side. But for people that, like, will see us at regionals, I'm gonna be a lot quieter
Yeah.
unless I'm comfortable around you and like know it's like okay to bust balls. Then you're gonna start seeing me open up a little more. You
Yeah.
know?
I feel like I'm like that too, to a certain extent. I do like to spark up conversations from time to time. The only time that you'll be like, okay, he's quiet, is like, yo, this man, like, I'll tell you this. If I'm quiet, it's mainly because I have like no sleep or I'm tired. And I just have no energy. Like if I have no energy, I have no like interest in to spark up anything at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, leave me the fuck alone.
Do you like sparking up conversation
I
then?
do.
I'm not wired that way. It's like, this is why I'm a horrible self-promoter. Like, dude, like, I'm so bad at this shit, man, because it's not comfortable for me to do it. I'm comfortable in like a salesman environment when somebody's approaching you,
Okay.
because that's like what do they call it? Like a hot call or something, like,
Cold
or a
calling.
hot lead or
Oh, hot
something.
lead, or yeah, there's hot lead or cold
Yeah.
calling. Yeah.
Yeah, but like cold calling, bro, that gives me so much anxiety. Because
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, I'm wasting your time right now. Like,
I feel like if I believe in the product, I'd be amazing at fucking cold calling, bro. If like I can tell you like, yo, if you like Pokemon Go, like listen to this podcast because of blah 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 blah. Like I fucking
yeah,
can go into fucking a tangent into details.
that's the thing. The things you are passionate about, you are the best salesman
Yes,
for.
yeah.
Right?
Which is I feel like people need to understand is if you're good, I think I saw the video of this the other day. If you're good and amazing at the job that you're not enjoying, how good would you be at something that you are enjoying?
Dude, that is fucking facts right there,
It gave
man.
me chills when I heard that, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
I know that, like, holy fuck, dude.
That's what I was like. It's a conversation we were having early made me think about that,
Yeah,
because I'm like, bro, I'm so happy that you're doing that, and it's just like, yes, like that's this like, because it's true. It's like, and it's proven, because of like whenever the Pokemon Go podcast first started with me and Chris, it I enjoyed it because I enjoyed, it wasn't like me doing something out of a chore or homework or a job. It was pure
yeah,
enjoyment. Once that
yeah,
enjoyment gets taken out of it, then that's when it becomes like a job or a task, right?
yeah,
Anytime that any content creators that are doing stuff that they enjoy, it's like light work. They don't mind it. They're not like, oh my god, I have to fucking go edit. Like, I don't know if you do. Like, I think at this point, like, you kind of sometimes I feel like you enjoy editing. Where you're like, yo, I knocked out 5 videos. I'm like, god damn, bro.
Okay, there's two sides to this coin, and I'll be very honest. It is a very clear love-hate relationship that I have with editing.
Okay.
And this is something that struggles with. Editing takes away my enjoyment for doing this whole thing. It is the least fun portion for me personally.
Okay.
But it's the most satisfying for me personally at the exact same time. Because my brain, the reason why it's not enjoyable is because my brain locks in on puzzles, and I view editing like a giant puzzle. The amount of shit that I can do to like hide mistakes or like make tangents cut down and seem like effortless, like I consider it like I'm doing surgery on this shit.
That's
Like,
awesome.
and it gives me such an adrenaline rush when it's like I do something that you as the viewer will never fucking like you'll never see it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never pick up on it. And that's the point. And like I get such a rush doing stuff like that, where it's like, yo, man, you're not gonna be like, I hid that so well. Like, you don't even know, bro. Like,
dude, yeah. I mean, it's like, I think it's art in its own way, and the thing is, like, you don't know, like, okay, as an example, going a little bit of a tangent here, where in the podcast is based off tangents.
we love tangents.
Where you really don't know. Like, sometimes, like, some people view a art piece when you go to a art show, and I'm like, bro, I just see fucking lines, bro. I'm just gonna be straight up. But someone else, bro, sees a fucking elephant or something else. And I'm like, that's how I know, like, my mind is not built for certain things. And I feel like you would be a person that you would see something and I wouldn't. But like,
Yeah.
the reason why I mentioned this, because like the things I won't see that the artist went through making these things, the emotions, like this stuff, like, it's just like I won't know, right? Like, it just made me think of that. It's like, oh my gosh, like, it's just so beautiful, like, not knowing. And what I think is more beautiful is like the people that are more like humble, where like they don't make it known of these things, and you just let the art or your work speak for you. And I that's why when I see your videos, and like deep down inside, I'm like, yo, this person did like a lot of work on this, even though I don't know what it is, but I can tell they put the work in it. Because there's other videos where I send you, I'm like, bro, not to call other people, I'm not gonna call on any specific YouTubes, where I'm like, bro, these people just straight up put it to a thing and they just published it, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah. I actually I want to turn this question around on you, because like I know, like, I've been very vocal about like my passions and like video editing for me and like what that means for me. But what is something that you're passionate about? Like, what is something that, like, if it was your job, you'd be fucking killing it, dude?
Bro, owning my own business, like an actual like business, where I think we've talked about this, where at first I was doing it more so to be free of having a boss, right? Have the
Yeah.
freedom, but I did it more so of like just for freedom purposes, not because I think I was gonna be good at it. I saw it more of like, oh my god, like this is gonna be annoying. But the more I learn in my current job, the more I get to see the management side of things. I'm like, I kind of like this. I kind of enjoy like being able to, have a one-on-one talk. I want my business down the road to be kind of like a family oriented, where like, yo, like, we're not family or blood related, but like, I see you like a family, like, yo, let's have
But you a
lunch.
cousin, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, everyone's it's like Fast and Furious, right?
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Where
I don't have friends, I have
yeah.
family. Like,
That's how, I mean, honestly, that's how the podcast for the Pokemon side is basically for us. And
Mhm.
whenever a business is treated like that, dude, I feel like those businesses are so like on, like they're honorable. Like I feel like they're the good ones that I would like to hire and stuff like that. And I view it like, even though if you don't want to hire me, that's cool, but like I want to do what I think is, well, like I would like to hire. Like basically it's like when they say like, be the person that you want to date. Like if you want this person to be like, right, like if you want this person to be honest with you, be honest with them. If you want this person to do something, you got to do it too.
That's actually such phenomenal advice I've never heard before.
Yes, on
Like
your face, you're like,
be the person you want to date. Holy shit, dude. Like,
it's eye opener, bro. It's eye opener,
it
and
is.
dude, I
It's
watched,
a reality check because you're just like, yo, would I want my date to do that shit?
dude.
Like it's calling yourself out on your own bullshit. You're like, yo, would I put up with that shit?
Yeah.
Hell no, I tell her to kick the brakes, you know?
Yeah, dude, and I watched too many like very like I want to say these videos are just very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like it's very informative, or it's like very like eye opener. I like the like goosebump like type of videos, and like, dude, like holy crap, I never saw it this way. And this is what we're talking about. Like I like things that expand my knowledge, expand the way I
Yeah.
see things, right? Uh,
Yeah. Okay, this is something I've been trying to figure out because like you and I send funny videos back and forth. That's easy enough to because like we both like comedy and dumb shit.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what kind of videos do you actually naturally consume? Like you're like, I'm interested in that topic.
So things like how to like, I think right now there's different eras, but right now most of the time the most, I guess, common videos that I like on any time of the day is more of like growth videos, right?
Okay.
Growth videos
Yeah.
as a person, like I just said, be the person that you want to date. It's
Yeah.
it's a growth, thing. It's for you. And they're like things like, you gotta love yourself in order to love somebody. If you don't love yourself,
Yeah.
you can't love somebody else. How are you gonna love somebody else if you don't even love yourself? Right?
Right.
So like things like that. I like growth. It's not even like it's not even about the other person. Like it's not to be rude. It's not about anybody else. It's more of like growth for myself, growth in terms of personality, knowledge. It's just everything of being a better person. That's the type
Yeah.
of videos that I consume, and where I feel like, kindness. Like it's all about personality, kindness, all these things. How to be better business person, be a better person, just a better person overall.
What does the type of business matter? Do you have something in mind that you're more passionate about? Or is it just the idea of you running your own business and being your own boss and calling all the shots?
I
That's the goal?
it's essentially like, not like, this is not something like I like to say very often, if not like ever. And the thing is, you can, and then we talked about this with Culver's, right? When I went to
Mhm.
Culver's, I saw how fucking mess it was. Like it was a mess. I wanted to fucking be like the manager there and tell them like what to do. And the thing is, you can drop me somewhere, anywhere in any business, and I promise you, I can set structure to it if it has no structure. So
Yeah.
at that point, like it's like anything really, but like what I mainly want to concentrate on is more of like what my family knows, and that's what I would like concentrate on, which is construction, and then my brother's an architect. and then my sister's more into accounting. So like it's literally a business already there as is. Like it's there, and then I'm
the
just
squad's all there, dude.
it's like
you know,
the teenage like
fucking Captain Planet. You got all the rings together, dude. Like,
yeah. So like it's just like I gotta activate it. I just gotta do something. Like I'm the starting piece that like needs to do it, and I think the where
you're
I come,
obviously the face of the venture, right?
clearly.
yeah.
But yeah, so essentially it's more in that sense to do that. But I love to, I just love having like to enjoy those videos of like being able to consume things of growth and being able to, if someone like you were to like, you know, shed some light on something that I never saw and I'm like, holy crap, I never viewed it that way. I love that shit because like
Yeah.
I'm like, we talked about the whole like when we're driving, right? When you get angry, someone did that to me the other day, and I just took a breath and I'm like, you know, it's not worth it. And I know a lot of people. I'm gonna hit that button. You just got you just got a missile thrown at you, right? So yeah, well, yeah, like that's the kind of like, you know, videos that I consume.
All right, guys, we're back in. My mom called, so you know I had to pick up the phone in the middle of a conversation. I apologize.
No, I mean, dude, I feel like if someone calls me more than, what is it? I don't know if it's 2 or 3 times, I'm like, I gotta pick up, like no matter what.
Like when there's certain people that like when you call me, it like I will pick up, and it's like if you're a member of my immediate family, if I can, I will pick up the phone. Typically because they will text me most of the time, so it's like if they call, I'm like, my anxiety spikes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is something wrong? And I don't like how that's the case nowadays, where it's like I get all my communication pretty much now through text versus like when I was a kid, I got it all through talking or like on the phone, like calling my friends and shit. So now it's like, if I get a phone call, it's almost like DEFCON 2, you know? Like, some shit's like, who died? What's going on?
Yeah, dude. Do you think that has to do with our age? Like, because we're older?
I don't know. Maybe, like, I could see that being the case. I really could.
Yeah.
But I just think it has to probably do with the evolution of how we utilize technology and like how we evolved communicating with each other. Like my favorite thing right now is like adding emojis to everything, because the thing that frustrated me so much back in the day, like 2012 and shit, like there's so many fights I would get into texting somebody because there's like no context, like no tone, like tonality to anything. So you just go like LOL and people would be like, you passive aggressive son of a bitch. You know, like, you know?
Yeah.
But now you could be like, yo, I'm gonna kill you, son. Smiley face.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's a joke. I got you.
Know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I think that like emojis add tonality to text, which is why I like that more, because I think sometimes the facial expressions really evoke the emotion that I'm trying to convey way more than my words or my like typed words will.
Right.
So
yeah, though it's funny a lot of times where it's funny that you mentioned that, because even nowadays, even at work, you can tell, let's just say you're talking to Microsoft Teams or whatever, how you guys talking at work, and you see someone write to you, normally you guys like LOL or a little smiley face or whatever. The moment that you see a sentence that's like, all right, thank you, period, you're just like, oh, bitch, like, hell no. Like,
anything else you want to add to this, motherfucker?
It's like, are we good? Like, what are you like?
Yeah.
But
it's passive aggressive period, dude. Like,
but that's fucked me up one time, because like one time someone sent me a text message. I forgot who it was, and they're like, I'm like, are we good? And they're like, why? He's like, you got a period, and I'm like, you got a period? Like, are we good? And then they're like, yeah, whenever I do the voice message, it does the period for it. And I'm like, Oh, and this whole time I'm like, yo, this guy's an asshole. And ever
You're like ready to fuck this person up.
I
You're
was
like,
ready. I'm like, are we good? Like
I will drive to your house tonight, motherfucker.
I was like, I'm already coming right now. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But then I realized, I'm like, okay, if it's like random, like there was no beef and like the first, like he's like, yo, what's up? Like, you know, whatever the case, like first sentence, and like there was nothing prior to that. It's like, okay, they probably did the voice thing. I'll let it slide. Yeah. You're good for now. But kind of going back to the real quick
original point before the phone call.
Well, before, no, actually, I don't even remember that. But this is going back to the MrBeast. I saw a post that we were talking about genuine things. He recently got proposed. I don't know if you know. Or I'm not recently got proposed, but he recently proposed. I don't know if you know that. But when he proposed, he made the post on social media. What I don't know what he specifically used, but in the picture, you know, below what he wrote, it says, I did a thing with like a crazy, like a smiley face or like a crazy like face or something with like emoji, right? I did a thing and it's him proposing. People are bashing on him because like you proposing is saying I did a thing. So I feel like
I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. I'll put it up like this. I don't give a fuck. Like
about him or like how you do it. Like
about him.
Right, yeah.
Like for him to make the post about him getting engaged, my first thought is, dude, congratulations, man. Dude, I love.
No,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, be happy, dude. Like, you look miserable in your video, so like I want you to be happy. Like, that's my thought. Just like, congratulations, dude.
Yeah, I think
for people to bash on it or like I did a thing, for me personally, like I don't know. I'm more private anyway with my personal life, so like that's just not something I would do. But he's a content creator, so like of course saying I did a thing is like the lowest hanging fruit post you can make. I think I would probably have maybe expected a little something more substantial from him. Is the only, I don't know, it feels weird saying criticism, you know, because it's truly not something worth having a opinion about.
Yeah, I think when I saw the post, I didn't think anything of it. Like you said, I said, oh, that's awesome, congratulations. And then I saw it in a different perspective where I'm like,
what am I missing here?
So, you know, normally when you see a proposal, you see like you see these corny things that people write, the guy, right, of you getting you proposing to the love of your life, the person that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with, and then you see that I did a thing, right? And I feel like that's where people are coming at him in regards to like, if you're the girl and you see that like the guy, I mean, obviously she probably doesn't care, and I'm just kind of pointing out like it's not a big deal, it really isn't. But you kind of see like if I were to do it, I think I would write like, you know, like I've been with you for like 5 years. You know, it's, you know, been like up and downs, but like I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, type of thing, right? That's the type of post that I feel like you come with like proposals, and then all he wrote is I did a thing.
Can I be very frank?
Yeah.
MrBeast is not the type of person to naturally do the cute shit. He has grinded for fucking years with one thing in mind, and that is domination of YouTube. And 1000%. My God, has mission been accomplished. But that has been his sole focus for years. So like, to think he has like another side to him that's magically like more personable and like the normal cutesy that people expect like is just not there. This is definitely up his wheelhouse for me. Like I did a thing like totally like on brand. I don't know what more you want to expect from him. Also, like I know for a fact the girl's not complaining about his post, you know? So shut the fuck up. Again, like
I feel like
MrBeast was offered $1 billion for his YouTube channel empire.
That was crazy.
$1 billion.
Homie
Anybody that wants an opinion about him, sit down. Like,
I was thinking on that for a while because I was like, is that even valid? Like, I feel like yes, if it was if your personality is a certain way, like that's expected. Like now you bring up a different perspective that I'm seeing, right? Where like that's his
okay,
personality, that's how he is, and I feel like we're nobody to be like, okay, like if we know this person to be corny and stuff like that, and all of a sudden they go like, I did a thing, right? Like I feel
that's
like
on brand.
that. Like I feel like yeah, I feel like you're not the one getting proposed. You're not the one that's getting like let it be a thing. But that's social media. You're
Yeah,
gonna always see that, no
yeah,
matter what. Um, but there was something that I did. I think we did want to talk about, and that was AI, right?
yeah. I mean, it kind of like it perfectly encapsulates like kind of everything we talked about, even like going through something like kids playing outside,
Yep.
because this is honestly like the future. Like, what is the future going to look like? Listeners, I want to be very transparent. Talking about AI is going to be like multiple parts
Yeah.
because it's like a very complex topic and there is a lot of different things involved in it. I've been struggling to figure out how to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
And this episode we're going to talk about like sort of more of the entry point things, just kick things off like light. What do we use it for? What is AI? Like, how does it incorporate everything? And then we're going to have a couple more episodes down the road, which is going to talk about like differences in it, safety things, good, the bad, the ugly. Sound good?
Hell yeah, let's
Like,
do it.
yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So let's kick things off nerd style here. But one of the like we talked for about like a half hour before the show because like I've been just like completely jazzed up.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it has to do with the way that I'm utilizing AI. I will say that my journey through AI has been less than a year total. So AI's been like around since like 2017 technically.
Which I didn't know.
But the um the more recent stuff that we know, like ChatGPTs and shit, like
Yeah.
2023 is when that shit started popping, you
Yeah.
know, and you really started hearing about it on the news. And we've come a long way since then. One of the things that I feel very strongly about AI is it, for one, the frustrations people have about it, we will definitely cover. They are valid. We will go in depth on that. That is not what we are going to talk about in this episode. But just know, none of this is lost on me. So please comment on your thoughts on AI. I'm very curious because I know it is such a polarizing thing.
Yep.
In fact, there's a lot of aversion to it, which I get to. But let me explain, and at least like let's have a conversation about how we use it in our life, because to be blunt with listeners, you love it or hate it, this shit is not going away.
Correct.
And the unfortunate position that we are in right now is you need to learn how to use it or you will be left behind. And that is going to slap so many people in the face. So, how do you use it on a daily basis? Honestly, this is the best part about AI. It just depends on you. Like, I use it for business. I use it for everything about this pod in terms of keeping me on a schedule, having everything organized, like helping me out structurally and functionally. It's like a personal assistant almost. But like there's people that just use it as like a chat bot, somebody who could talk to and like ask questions and stuff. And that is my entry point into AI.
Okay.
What was your entry point into AI?
I think it started because of like work, because they're like, oh, use Copilot, or use
Okay.
ChatGPT. And we don't have ChatGPT at work, so we use Copilot, which is another way I think Microsoft has.
Mhm.
Essentially same AI. And it helps. I just use it in a different level, and I do use it more in a business like thing too. But I use it more of like like you in an assistant. Like I use it, but I use it with a grain of salt and do my own research afterwards just to make sure things make sense. I review it. I'm not the type of person that goes, I grab this copy, paste, send it. Like I would
Yeah.
never do that. I review that shit, and then I was like, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. This is the easiest way that I could describe how you should use AI. One of the movies that like changed my life is Iron Man,
okay,
right?
yeah. Okay,
Tony Stark's Jarvis
fucking
is
crazy.
his personal AI system.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would challenge listeners, I'll interject sort of like a clip if I don't get monetized on here, but just how Tony Stark talks to Jarvis when he's creating shit is exactly how I talk and use AI.
Okay.
When I saw that, like that part in Iron Man, I have been waiting for that to become reality.
Bro,
In some form or fashion.
that'd be so awesome.
And bro, we are here, my guy. Like, it's not like the hologram shit. Like, you're not having like the Tony. Yeah, it's not gonna make you your Iron Man suit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hope.
I tried.
It did not work.
Yeah, it said, "Do you have billions of dollars? Shut the fuck up." But you're like able to utilize it in honestly limitless ways. From just like a personal standpoint, having it help you with your taxes has been a godsend. It, honest to God, like you have to protect your privacy, right? Don't be uploading documents and shit. But you can give it your numbers, and you could literally say like, how much money am I estimated refund gonna be here, and it will ask you like all your for all your information. And then when I compared the estimate that it gave me to my refund, it was 2 cents off.
What? That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, and like doing just the dude, it was insane. But it saves me. I think the biggest thing that I can say about AI on the good side is it is honestly the greatest like jolt of electricity to productivity, like personal productivity of any technology ever invented. I would say honestly the functional use is for productivity primarily.
Yeah.
But you have the people that use it to just like chat and shit. But that doesn't really help you necessarily like figure out your grocery list and break down everything. One of my favorite things to do is use it as like experts.
Okay.
So like okay. Well, I'll peel the curtain back a little bit. So like last week's episode afterwards, like I was explaining to you why I was really frustrated and like kind of irritated. So I'll fill like listeners in. There is like a possibility that like I could be sued for like a roofer that is like frustrated with him slacking off and everything, and he's trying to get money out of me for him not doing shit.
Yep.
He has literally done zero work on the house. Zero work. And he's demanding we pay him.
Some people
like he has to still go through our insurance. Like this is the whole point, right?
Yeah.
But I'm nervous about this because I'm an anxious person.
Normal.
You know?
Yeah.
So because I don't have a legal background and because I don't have the money to pay somebody with a legal background, I have a super intelligent AI at my disposal that does know and have access to cross-reference every law in the world. So you just upload your contract, you have it scan it, and then I explain the situation, and then you could tell it, I need you to look at this from like an expert civil litigator's point of view, and I need you
That's
to find
crazy.
every instance that I could be fucked.
Yeah.
And it does that shit.
Dude, that's fucking
And
insane.
and then you flip it around and you say, now how can I protect myself?
Yeah.
And it does the reverse. Like,
what the fuck?
People do not know how to use AI, which is why I think there is a lot of anger and resentment around it, because you see so much slop and like so much AI garbage out there. But the use cases are very helpful for just everyday people
Mm-hmm.
that don't need to use it to help, run a podcast. I will say this, everything that I explained about like my legal situation and having like the AI review the documentation and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
that was all done on the free version.
Oh shit, okay.
So this is another thing that people aren't aware of, is you can do a lot of things without paying money for things. And that is how it should be, unless you personally find that like you're going to hit a limit and like you want to like be a diehard user. Like if you're actually using it, find a frontier model that you like and dive in to it.
Yeah.
You say you use Copilot, correct? Is that the only one that you use?
No, that's at work only.
Okay.
Like during work for stuff like that, I use that because like I can't, like I don't want to go, like usually it's like copy paste directly on the work computer, because
Yeah.
if I were to do it on like ChatGPT on my phone, I would need to type the whole thing on my phone. I'm just too lazy to do all that.
Yeah.
So for work I use Copilot, and like outside of work for like things I want to explore, things I'm questioning on, I use ChatGPT outside of work.
Okay. So you like ChatGPT?
Yes, I do. I do like it better. I actually did like a comparison, asked the same question to both of them for work, and I was like, dude, and it wasn't by much, but I could tell that ChatGPT was superior in the sense of like it gave me more details, more. Then again, I do pay for ChatGPT, so I don't know if that had to do with it.
The truth comes out.
I don't know if that had to do with it, but yes, I do pay for it. But again, I don't know if that like makes any difference. I wouldn't be able to tell, but I will say that it did give me more stuff, and if it did because I paid for it, then it's worth the money that I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do. I like I said, for you, like I think a lot of people do not use it the way that they should. I mean, everyone can use it however they want, but to make it the most, like use the most out of it. Like I feel like a lot of people slack in that. Like they don't use it. I guess I use it for myself for growth. Again, like it goes hand in hand for me. Like I even did it like how to start up a business.
What's your AI girlfriend's name again? I forget.
Wait, what?
What?
That has a thing?
Oh, now you're shy.
Wait, no, I actually don't. Wait, does it have a thing?
No. So you using ChatGPT, and you're particularly like talking about, like personal growth and stuff. What kinds of things are you like using it for on like a daily basis?
I mean, on a daily basis, honestly, it's more of like health benefits, like things like I would put like silly things. Like the other day, I actually have like a recent thing here. I put like, do people put honey in their coffee? Because I have black coffee and I don't want to use sugar, like like actual like processed sugar. So I'm like, does honey and black coffee work? And then there's like, that's actually a good thing, and that's common for people. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, blah, put it over there. I'm like, this tastes like nothing great, but I'm like, it's a little bit better than black coffee, and it's not processed sugar, I guess. So there's that.
Yeah.
So again, it's more like that, and occasionally I would be like, "What the fuck is that bug?" And I take a picture, and it tells me what that bug is, right? And again, expanding my knowledge is like, "Oh, what the fuck? I had no idea."
I think this is I've been really struggling trying to talk about the differences between the AIs. And I
Okay.
think that is kind of the perfect analogy that kind of pieced it together in my head. The way that you use ChatGPT is how I think most people use that app, like
Yeah.
that AI,
Mhm.
is I have this really specific question and it's super niche and I just want to answer on it, because if you try to Google it, like it's gonna like fuck up, or like you don't know how to phrase something.
Yeah.
So it's like I singularly love ChatGPT for its dictation purposes. The reason why I was so transfixed on AI in general was because I used to type all the time. Like I would write, so my typing's crazy, son. Like, but it's so much faster for me to speak things.
Mhm.
But like Apple's dictation sucks.
Yeah.
Like Apple's fucking trash when it comes to like its dictation transcription shit. But ChatGPT's, when I say it is a religious experience, like it it is so fucking accurate, it is scary. I say Pokemon names, like obscure shit, and it gets it right away. Like
Crazy.
the best part about it is like I don't have to worry about it missing something. But that feature is exclusive to ChatGPT. Like they put a lot of money into that technology. I think they're utilizing a thing called Whisper, but it is unparalleled. I have tried every single one, and it is not the same. So that's my favorite part about ChatGPT. I will say this though. If you are somebody that wants to actually have an AI that does something for you, move to Claude by Anthropic. I was subscribed to ChatGPT and I was using that. I've used all of the AIs except for Copilot. That is the only one that I have not used because like I just don't like Microsoft. I'm an Apple person.
Yeah.
So that's honestly the only reason why. But from a functionality standpoint, it still has like the chatbot feature that ChatGPT does, but it can actually do shit for you, like build a website in the app on your phone.
That's crazy.
At like, and the best part is it's one of the few programs that does it all in the background. So ChatGPT, I have to have my phone open for it to finish the prompt and finish writing everything.
Oh, shit.
Otherwise, it just cancels it out. With Claude, it does it all in the background. So I can tell it to do a task and it just does it. And I can put my phone back in my pocket and continue doing what I'm doing, like editing or something, you know? So I'm able to have it actually like do shit it's like an assistant, dude. Like I'm saying, it's Jarvis, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I need you to build this shit. I'm gonna go back to what I'm doing. Let me know when it's done. You know, like it's fire, dude. And it's just like everything from this podcast now is switched over to Claude just because it's actually able to like integrate into my computer.
Yeah.
And organize everything safely. You know, for me, functionally, it's a more practical use of $20 a month than the $20 a month I was paying ChatGPT.
That's the same price, right?
Same price. And I've built 3 websites in a day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
And I have a battery in my back, bro. I am running at 1,000 right now. So listeners, I apologize for like it was not as polished of a introduction to AI as I would have hoped. But that's the best part about this show is this is kind of like a one-take wonder type situation. So we just kind of fucking pray to God that it comes out well. Yeah. And I promise next time when we actually like dive in more to AI, I will get into the nitty gritty. We're going to bring on a couple more guests because this is a topic that is a better, sort of like as a roundtable conversation.
Yep.
So I think that's going to be the best format for this going forward. But I hope that you at least like kind of listen to sort of like how Jacob and I use these things on a very like light overview scale, and maybe that sparks something for you. That's the hope.
Yeah,
is that at least sparks an idea of how you could utilize these tools, because again, they're not going anywhere and they're free for the most part. Yes, there's the whole privacy shit, but like that's a whole separate thing. But they're free asterisk, you know, and they could do a lot of things to benefit most people in a wide variety of aspects in their life outside of business or making money. So our job here is not to gatekeep. We're trying to give y'all all the tips.
Hell yeah. Obviously, we want people to get ahead of the game. Like you said, it's not going to go anywhere. So we want people to get started on it. So, all right. Well, I guess that's a wrap for this episode. Thank you guys for listening to another week of the Talking Trubbish. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
See ya.